So here I'm playing in casual, but when you choose this specific character, he instantly starts in classic. So what I end up doing is, as soon as I start with him, I immediately go back to the title screen because the game saves as soon as you start playing. And then I end up killing myself and then changing it to casual. So it's a minor inconvenience if you want to play as casual with Maxime Gunn, but it's what needs to be done in order to play as casual with Maxime Gunn. So here, if you talk to the boat guy, he'll just tell you to move forward or something. But if you activate the zombie, which doesn't exist with Maxime Gunn, unless you do what I do, you activate him and then turn back and talk to this guy. At the same time that you press pause. So you can now move with this text box. So when you say yes, which is this option that's highlighted right now, a cutscene will happen, which is one of the endings that you can get in the game. And when you choose that, you instantly save the game as well. So there, the game saved where I want it to save. And then I turn back in order to kill myself again, because you, as Maxime Gunn, you have 0 lives when you go to casual mode. So when I kill myself, I end up getting my 1 life back for some reason. So here we choose to kill this guy because he asks us to help him. Then we turn around, and then we go back. I kill this guy because I want to. I jump over this guy, and then I'm gonna talk to the shrine at the same time that I press pause, so now I can move because this guy's gonna hit me, he's gonna kill me, and then I exit, canceling out the death cutscene. And the reason why I saved is because I need to now. I want to save this guy, so I choose to save him, and because I have another glitch activated, I can kill myself at the same time that I'm watching this cutscene. And now I choose to kill him, and the reason why I need the life is right here. So the boss is going to kill me, and I can't survive that. And the only way I can survive it is by having a life. So now that he's dead, now we can move forward. And assuming it worked, then we'll be able to pick up a quest that we want. We won't find out until a minute from now. So are you liking the game, Lip Smacker? It's a fun game, I would say. It's pretty hard. Yeah, and you're playing the easy version. That version that you're playing, there's a glitch where you can skip every single need of the items, by the way. So now if this worked, hopefully Tancred will talk to me. Yeah. So this is the quest that I can pick up by doing that other glitch. This is the final quest for this category that you need in order to finish the category. So instead of running around doing a boatload of quests, I can just do that one quest that ends up immediately giving me the requirement that I need to pick up that quest. Yeah, I'll tell you about the glitch when you're done with the game, and hopefully you'll try it out, because it's actually pretty neat. But you know, it's obviously up to you. So now we basically play the game like normal, because the glitch just allows us to not have to worry about anything anymore. I'll either be playing a Shaman King 2, Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. Sounds interesting. Ah, I never got my water. So I don't know what that giant monster is, but I call him Butcher 2. Actually get the power. So this is Castle 1, Dungeon 1. You need to talk to that dude. You need to kill that butcher in order to get the key to enter this dungeon. And again, this is Maxime Gunn. He's more of a bonus character to play as. You're not supposed to be using him as a casual play, in case you're wondering, but he's also the super easiest character to speedrun this game with. As you can tell, he could attack from across the room. Like, the only negative about this guy is the fact that he has 0 lives. Usually when you're playing casual mode, you have 1 life that you can afford to die and regain every time you pick up a shrine, but not with Maxime Gunn. If he dies, he doesn't regain any lives. So this is the first boss. I don't know what his name is, but I call him One-Eye Monster, because that's what he is. It starts out really good, too. Oof. Dead. Man, I wanted to watch that stream, too, and I totally forgot. So now we're going over to Dungeon 2. It's 5 dungeons that we need to kill the bosses in order to open that door where you saw me kill that giant butcher thing. I started watching, I finished watching Hellraiser 6. I thought 5 and 6 were actually pretty good. So I found it weird that you didn't like past 2, Lipsmacker. Because I thought Hellraiser 5 and 6 were actually really good. I thought Hellraiser 5 was so much better. I felt like Hellraiser 6 was pretty much the same thing as the 5th one, but, you know, trying to tell, like, slightly different story. But I still thought it was... I thought 5 and 6 were way better than 1 and 2, for example. It got cheesy after the second one? I don't know, man. We probably watched a different movie then. Because I thought Hellraiser 5 was super good. I really loved 5. So I'm obviously on Hellraiser 7, which I'll be watching eventually. I can't remember which one was the third one, which is hilarious. I'm not sure if the third one was the future one or not. It might have been the future one. Just making sure I needed to pick up the key. Because as Maxime Gunn, he can't do certain glitches that the other characters can do. So he needs to pick up an extra key, which is this one, because it's the fastest one to pick up. Yeah, you might have to rewatch 5 and 6. I thought 5 and 6 were really freaking good. But then again, 5 and 6 are mostly like Hellraiser. It's mostly a movie that has Hellraiser and doesn't really have anything to do with the movie other than Hellraiser's in it than a Hellraiser movie, because obviously 1 and 2, and if 3 is the future one, then that's basically a continuance of the story, but after that they kind of lose track. They kind of gave up on the story. Yeah, but that's obviously my opinion. Yeah, for someone that's never watched Hellraiser before, again, the 5th one is by far my favorite one. I felt like the 6th one was basically the 5th one, but slightly different, but still really good. Because even if it is slightly different, like, they still did something different to the story. It wasn't the exact same storytelling. And they apparently remade Hellraiser 1 again. The movie came out this year. I'm not sure if you'll be watching it. I'll be watching it if I can, but if I can't, then I'll just have to wait. Since it's a brand new movie, obviously. So here I need to save. And then I die. I cancel out of the saving, out of the death cutscene. I go over here. I go talk to this guy. So I talked to the shrine at the same time that I pressed start, and because I ended up taking damage while talking to the shrine, and I can move with the cutscene. I saw Rob Zombie put out a Monsters movie. Looks like it's more geared for kids. It could be wrong. I only saw a few clips. A Monsters movie? I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to look it up once this run dies. Of course. Of course, I had to do that. Man. I mean, I'd be surprised if Rob Zombie makes a movie more for kids, because he's not that type of person. So there I did another glitch that allowed me to teleport without actually buying the teleport spell. So there is a teleport spell that you can get, but I ended up teleporting without it. And when you use the thing that I ended up using, you teleport to Dungeon 1 every single time. It doesn't really matter where you use it. At the end of the day, you're still gonna teleport to Dungeon 1. So here I'm gonna talk to this guy. His name is Tancred. And then we're gonna see ya. And then we go back up. And we go in here. And then he cries because we left him alone. Yeah, I'll have to look it up once this run dies. Which could be right here, to be honest. Okay. Pick up the key because I need it. But I don't need it to open this door, which there is a door in here. So we walk through that guy. He hits us in the back, a little coward. And now I'm moving while I'm dead, which allows me to go underneath the waterfall here. The water insta-kills you, but because you're underneath it, it no longer insta-kills you. And then I gotta hope that this next trick will actually work. It's not a glitch, it's just a trick to bypass a bunch of crap. Yeah. Okay. So I won't be able to get power 5 because I ended up using 750 of my XP. But we need to attract one of these dudes. So here I would normally get power 5. So obviously having more power equals being able to kill everything faster, but again, I used up 750 of my XP on getting HP 2 by accident, so I don't have what I need. So here I'm basically gonna do the same thing as what I did in Dungeon 2, which is I'm gonna teleport back to Dungeon 1 from Dungeon 3. Also, I don't know what this guy's name is, so I just call him Pyromancer. He likes to use a lot of fire. There we go. So now I do this, and shoot up. So I ended up getting a 10-second time save because I didn't end up getting an upgrade, but I don't really think that matters. I still think it's a time save regardless. But as you can tell, I lost time on Pyromancer anyways. So here, I teleport, and then I say, do I want to teleport out of the dungeon? I say yes, but I'm already out of the dungeon, so I teleport back to dungeon 1. So teleporting to dungeon 1 from a dungeon, in this case dungeon 2 and 3, you do end up saving time than it is to backtrack, in case you're wondering. Hence the entire reason for doing it. So here we're gonna buy teleport. I'm gonna get my power 5 that I should have gotten a long time ago. Oh my gosh, jump! So that's Tancred. He asks, hey, are you ready to go in the dungeon? You say yes, and then you immediately book it. And then he gets all pissed off because you leave him alone and crap. Now this is another dungeon where my run can just die, unfortunately. This is dungeon 4. It would have hit me if I didn't stop. Oh, through the ceiling. Yo, that was cool. So right here. Stop! Cats are fighting. I don't know what this boss's name is, but I call him Lord Cowfish because someone said that he kind of looks like my mascot. And so that's what his name is. Being at plus 46 right now is really good. Pets look like their owners. I mean, maybe, but not my cats. Plus, do they say that when it comes to cats? I don't think so. Could be wrong. How many passers did you beat up today? What do you mean by passers? I don't know what that means. So this is hideout 3. This is the final hideout that we need. Whee! Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make. Nope. I didn't make it. This means I lost some time, but oh well. I found out that you can actually get out of that moving cutscene if it can exit the door, and Maxime Gunn can keep using his rocket without the need of charging, so he can exit out earlier than normal. But there I ended up missing the platform where the door was, so I couldn't actually leave. So this is the 5th dungeon. We'll see what happens here. I wouldn't normally do that, but I noticed that the green dude was way too close for me to even risk it. I'd rather lose time than to risk everything. Also, Maxim Gunn is the only one that you can actually charge forward without you having to hold the button down. Ooh. So he can move rather quickly. Just do this like normal. I think you're talking about the conversation that we had yesterday with the people in the cars and freaking throwing me off my bike. I think that's what you're talking about. I didn't beat anyone up. But I was looking out for myself because I did go out with my bike today. Not yesterday. So, hopefully, man, fish squid doesn't kill me. I think I have enough health to be able to survive one hit, but I'd rather not risk it either. Okay, so I hit this guy once, use lightning. Okay. Dead. Need spawns on the platform. Yeah. I'd say this boss was really badly made, unfortunately. Now I need the Necronomicon. I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Manfish Squid. Mainly because he's like damage based, so as soon as you do enough of the damage that the developers want you to make, then he'll immediately go down, and I think that's really stupid. They should let you do as much damage as you want. Can't seem to get it to work with this guy. Needs more danger? No. The danger that the boss creates is enough, but the fact that they made him an auto-scroller is not the problem. It's the fact that you can only deal so much damage to him before he forces himself to go down, and his hitbox no longer exists. That's the problem. So this is the final dungeon of this category in order to kill the goat boss. There he is. Otherwise you would fight Baphomet, which is that purple dude that ended up dying. And here we need one more key because we can't do what we would normally do. Okay. I'm playing basically like as safe as I possibly can. Okay, now as long as this boss doesn't kill me, that's world record. This is Baphomet, also known as the Goat Boss. Really? Hey, we're not done with the run. We're 3 minutes and 28 seconds ahead. The run ends once I touch the teleportal thing. So this boss has very large nipples. I'm not really sure why. There it is. A 3:26 world record. But yeah. God, my run was really bad if I beat it by that much. So in the power plant on Space Mutants, to get all the other family members to help you, did you have to get all of the coins in the previous levels for them to show up in the last level? No. They show up there regardless. Again, getting all of the names, getting their names filled in the levels, they only come and help you at the boss of that same level. So for example, I think the first level is Lisa. No, it might be Marge. If it's Marge, she throws like extra bowling balls at you so you can use them on the boss. But she wouldn't be there if you didn't bother getting the name to pop up, for example. But yeah, no. Marge comes out. I can't remember what Marge does in the final level. I think she does something. I don't even want to say it because you haven't gotten there, but again, they'll be there in order to just help you, but they'll be there even if you didn't pick up all the names because you use them in the speedrun, and the speedrun obviously doesn't pick up the names. So let's see what went right and what went wrong. So everything went right in intro. Then I lost some seconds in Power 2, but that's probably because I ended up actually getting Power 2 and before I was avoiding it and getting Power 2 in the dungeon. I lost time to key by 1 second, which is fine. Then I went from 25 to 33. I lost 3 seconds to Precision Strike, probably because I was playing it a little bit safe. You can still save like 6 seconds there. I went from 50 to a minute 5 in Sky Call, so I probably just got time save from actually doing that right. And then got like a huge time save in the setup, which is crazy. I'm not really sure why I got a 30... Looks like a 33-second time save, but man, that is freaking huge. And then I lost time to Pyromancer by 13 seconds, probably because I didn't have Power 5. So if I went from a 121 to 113, I don't know why I ended up losing time in Teleport. But look at this. Holy Charge went perfect, and then I gained a boatload of time on Lord Catfish. I gained like over 20 seconds. I'm not really sure why, but obviously, if I ended up beating this time by over 3 minutes, like, obviously that run wasn't very good, so it was probably just movement, maybe? It's either that, or I ended up skipping out on